Victor. 1400 Zulu. Arriving runway 33. Departing runway 29er. Wind 275 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 2600 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. QNH 1022. Transition level 80 advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor. Warsaw Chopin Airport, information Victor. 1400 Zulu. Arriving runway 33. Departing runway 29er. Wind 275 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 2600 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point 4. QNH 1022. Transition level 80 advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor. Warsaw Chopin Airport.
Welcome to delivery, this is Iberia, and we are ready to copy clearance.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Also clearance, good morning. November 852 Tango Bravo, request IFR clearance to Warsaw Airport.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Warsaw delivery, this is Peter to 1 Mike Kilo. Request IFR clearance to Dusseldorf with information Lima on board.
Stand by, you're number 1.
Warsaw Chopin clearance. Finnair 0006 is Boeing 737-800 at stand 20 with information Victor. Request IFR clearance to Helsinki.
Would like to pick up IFR clearance.
Warsaw traffic Cyber 1602. Good morning. Sent 13 request clearance to Ljubljana.
Clearance on request, you're number 1. Peter 2 Kilo Lima, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.905 when ready.
Clear to Kraków via the A339 Delta departure, departure on 15, initial climb to 4000, departure on 125.055 squawk 1000.
Lot 411, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.905 when ready.
Switching to ground on 121.905. Lot 411, thank you.
Lot 5 Charlie uniform, requesting IFR clearance to split information uniform.
I'm 55 Alpha Zulu requesting IFR clearance to uniform Mike Sierra. Clear to Minsk via the bomb 6 Delta departure. Climb 5000, expect flight level 07010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.055, squawk 6646, expecting runway 15. Silent 55 Alpha Zulu.
Clear to Stockholm, departure via Hollywood 6 Golf, runway 29er, initially climb to 4000 feet, departure frequency 125.055, squawk 5563, lot 4, Alpha Yankee. Warsaw delivery, good afternoon, lot 4, Alpha Yankee, with information November on board, request IFR clearance to Stockholm.
Good afternoon, Warsaw clearance for flight 585 on parking stand 39er with information Oscar is requesting IFR clearance to Vilnius.
So delivery, lot 4, Echo Bravo, request IFR clearance to Oslo with information Oscar. For Echo Bravo, request IFR clearance to Oslo.
Direct to Innsbruck via Evin 7 Golf departure, initial climb 5000 feet, departure 125.055, squawk 2646, number 1 header.
Hello, aerobatic 86 Charlie from set number 11, requesting IFR clearance to our destination with vectoring. Information Lima is currently clear to rig after departure fly radars vectors to TIF, departure runway 29, initial climb to 4000 feet, departure on 125.055, squawk 514. Correction 54, thank you, aerobatic 8 Golf Charlie.
Lot 411 request IFR clearance to Kraków, information November on board.
Request IFR clearance, lot 409er.
Give me 1 second for the clearance.
Toliss 115, request flight IFR to Lima Hotel Bravo Papa. Departure runway 29.
Follow my steps. I'll help you to find your way. There's always a choice. You'll know deep inside. Just wait.
Lot 55. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.905.
Ground on 121.0905, lot 55. Okręcie clearance, lot 55, ready to copy IFR clearance to Kraków.
Say it out loud. What's on your mind today? Sing me a song. Give it a try right now.
OKC ground, Lufthansa 656 requesting IFR clearance. Correction. OKC ground, Lufthansa 656 requesting IFR clearance to Frankfurt, and we have information for ground on 121.905, bye bye.
Something to keep in Follow my steps.
Air France 569, request IFR clearance to Nice, with information Victor.
Off to ground on 121.905, lot 723.
Stand by. You're number 1. Air France 569. Clear to Nice via the Ealing 7 Golf departure runway 29. Initial climb to 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.055, squawk 4116.
Clear to Nice via the Ealing 7G departure. Departure runway is 29. Initial climb to 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.055, squawk 4116. Air France 569.
You'll know deep inside.
Air France 569. Read back correct. Ground will be on 121.905.
Ground is on 121.905, Air France 569.
Give me 1 second for that clearance. Aircraft 569er. Ground is on 121.90. 5. Expect runway 29er.
Someone's still finding their way to their seat, so we'll be ready shortly.
Say it out loud. What's on your mind?
Clear to Munich, raises up to 5 kilo departure on runway 33, initial climb to 5,000 feet, departure on 1 to 5 decimal 055, squawk 1000, Lufthansa 656.
Warsaw delivering, dzień dobry, lot 3 Charlie Hotel, instant 66 left, with information Victor, request IFR lineage to Gdańsk. Lot 3 Charlie Hotel, with information Victor, request IFR lineage to Gdańsk.
Something to keep in
Heading 736, Papa Mike, request flight partner to Jacko, Echo Papa, Regional Airport, departure runway 29.
736 Papa Mike, I wasn't able to find a flight plan. Confirm your Simbrief username is entered correctly.
Departure on 135 decimal 93 and squawk 5464.
N736 Papa Mike, on departure maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 135 decimal 93 squawk 5464.
follow my steps.
Information Victor is correct. Clear to London Heathrow via the 7 Golf. Departure on 29er. Initial climb to 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.055. Squawk 2424. Paper, Akira. Information Victor is correct. Clear to London Heathrow via 7 Golf. Departure runway 29, initial climb to 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.055, squawk 2424. Back to Kenya.
Freighter Airlines 2 Kilo Lima. Readback correct. Contact ground on 121.905.
Warsaw clearance delivery, Lufthansa 1348 for Frankfurt. Cleared to Frankfurt via the SOX 7 Gulf departure, depart runway 29, climb to 5,000, departure on 125.055, squawk 3122.
Warsaw delivery P827 request IFR clearance to Gdańsk. Information correct.
Give it a try right now.
Air France 569 ready for pushback and start.
Air France 569, contact ground on 121.900. 5 for pushback and start instructions.
Contacting ground on 121.9 Air France 569. Air France 569 ready for pushback and start.
Air France 569er, okay, ground, pushback and start approved. Face southwest.
At this time, please be sure to make
Air France 569 face southwest.
overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard. We're ready to go when you are.
Good day, ground 072, please request pushback and start up.
Welcome aboard flight 569.
Ground 072, please request pushback and start up.
2 hours and 8 minutes.
072, pushback and start up approved. Face northwest.
Devices are now shut down and stowed.
072, pushback and start up. Slow, face northwest. 072.
For departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Madame, monsieur, bonjour et bienvenue à bord.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Ce film concerne votre sécurité. Merci de nous accorder votre attention.
For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to watch the following safety video.
Chaque fois que ce signal est allumé, nous vous prions d'attacher votre ceinture.
Crossing runway.
Whenever the seatbelt
Approved, Sierra Foxtrot.
securely fastened.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, contact tower on 118, decimal 305.
118, decimal 305, Sierra Foxtrot.
All at all times while sitting.
Pour détacher votre ceinture, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle.
To release the seatbelt, just lift the buckle.
Pendant le roulage, le décollage et l'atterrissage, veuillez redresser votre siège, ranger le porte-gobelet, la tablette et le repose-jambes. Pensez également à ouvrir le cache de votre hublot et profitez de la vue.
During taxi, takeoff and landing, please fold away your tray table and cup holder. Put your seat in the upright position and retract your leg rest. Please also raise your window blind and enjoy the view.
Pour votre sécurité, tous les bagages, objets volumineux et appareils électroniques les plus lourds doivent être rangés dans les compartiments. Les accessoires seront placés sous le siège devant vous, à l'exception des places aux issues, bien entendu.
For your safety, please stow all baggage, bulky items, and larger electronic devices in the overhead compartments. Accessories can be stored.
Będzie ground requesting IFR clearance to pilot the goal. Lot 1 minute.
De chaque côté de la cabine.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Crew to charge the goal via the successful goal departure, runway 29, initial climb to 5000, departure on 125.055, squawk 5314, Sierra Foxtrot.
Lot 1989, read back correct.
L'équipage portant un insigne rouge sont chargés de votre sécurité.
In case of evacuation, please leave all your belongings behind. Let the signs and floor lighting guide you to the nearest exit. Crew members wearing a red badge are responsible for your safety.
L'emplacement de votre gilet de sauvetage est indiqué sur une étiquette devant vous.
The location of your life jacket is clearly marked by a sign in front of you.
Passez la tête dans l'encolure. Attachez et serrez les sangles.
Place it over your head and pull the straps tightly around your waist.
Une fois à l'extérieur de l'avion, gonflez votre gilet en tirant sur la poignée rouge.
Inflate your life jacket by pulling down on the red handle. Do this only when you are outside the aircraft.
What's the ground wind to Echo runway vacated to Delta 3?
L'oxygène tombera automatiquement devant vous.
Wizz Air 2 Kilo Echo Oxy ground taxi to apron via Delta, then to parking at your discretion.
Air France 569 request taxi to runway
Placez-le sur votre
29.
visage.
Cessna PL 1916W Okasi ground contact tower 118.305.
Une fois votre masque ajusté,
Air France 569er, runway 29er taxi via Zulu, Mike, Echo, Echo 4.
ce vol est non fumeur
This is a non-smoking flight.
et l'usage de la cigarette électronique n'est pas autorisé, y compris dans les toilettes.
It is forbidden to smoke electronic
Taxi
cigarettes,
Zulu,
even in the
Mike,
toilet.
Echo,
Les
Echo
cigarettes
4,
électroniques doivent être conservées
Air
sur
France
vous et la
569.
recharge électrique est interdite.
Electronic cigarettes should be carried with you, and charging them on board is not permitted.
Vos appareils électroniques doivent être réglés en mode avion pendant toute la durée du vol, mais vous pouvez utiliser Wi-Fi et Bluetooth.
All electronic devices must be set to airplane mode for the duration of the flight, but you can continue to use Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Les prises de courant ne doivent pas être utilisées durant le roulage, le décollage, l'approche et l'atterrissage.
Sierra X-Ray Whiskey. Contact tower on 118.305, so long.
118.305, Santiago Drive, Sierra Papa Juliet X-Ray Whiskey.
En cas de fumée, de dégagement de chaleur, de chute ou de perte d'un appareil électronique, nous vous demandons de prévenir l'équipage et de ne pas manipuler votre siège.
Should you notice smoke or heat, or if you drop or lose your electronic device, we kindly ask you to call a crew member and not to move your seat.
Gardez toujours un œil sur vos appareils électroniques pendant leur chargement.
Always keep an eye on electronic devices while they are charging.
Nous allons bientôt décoller. La tablette, le porte-gobelet et le repose-jambes doivent être rangés et votre dossier redressé.
In preparation for takeoff, please make sure your tray table and cup holder are stored and secure, your leg rest retracted, and that your seat is in the upright position.
Nous vous invitons à consulter la notice de sécurité placée devant vous.
We invite everyone to read the safety information leaflet located in the seat back pocket.
Merci pour votre attention.
Sierra X-Ray Whiskey. Contact tower on 118.305. Take care.
On behalf of everyone at Air France,
118.305, Sierra X-Ray Whiskey, goodbye, thank you.
Ground Lot 151, request pushback and engine start.
Lot 151. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Cabin is secure. Ready for departure.
Lot 407. Contact tower on 118.305.
Tower on 118.305, Lot 407.
And good evening, Lot 072. Please request pushback and start up.
072, 072, pushback and start up, approved. Face southeast.
072, pushback and start approve. Face southeast.
072, 072, contact tower on 118, decimal 3 Shurai R, Zopani 5.
Request push and engine start. Lot 409er.
Lot 409er engine start, approved.
Negative. Request push and engine start. Lot 409er.
Lot 409er push and engine start, approved. Face southeast. Lot T409er, contact tower on 118 decimal 305.
118 decimal 305. Lot 409er.
Air France 569er, contact tower on 118 decimal 305, safe flight.
Contact tower on 118.30, Air France 569.
Lot 55, contact departure on 125 decimal 055.
Departure on 125 decimal 055, lot 55. Switching to departure on 125 decimal 055, lot 55.
Air France 569, ready for departure on runway 29.
Air France 569er heavy, OKC tower, runway 29er, winds 270 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Air France 0569.
Lot 341. Contact departure on 125.055.
Contact departure on 125.055, lots 341.
Locacy Tower, good evening, Lot 55, ILS X-ray runway 33.
Lot 55, Okiji Tower identified. Lot 229er, contact departure on 125.055.
Contact departure on 125.055, lot 229er.
Air France 569er, contact departure on 125.055.
Contact departure on 125.055, Air France 569. Air France 569 at flight level 2,800 feet.
Air France 569er Heavy. Warsaw approach identified. Climb via the site to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180. Air France 569.
Air France 569er contact Warsaw radar on 134.175.
Contact Warsaw radar on 134.175. Air France 569. Warsaw radar, Air France 569, climbing through 4,400 feet.
Air France 569er, Warsaw radar identified. Good afternoon, Warsaw QNH 1022.
QNH 1022, Air France 569.
Lot 55 November. Contact Warsaw approach on 125.055.
Warszawa approach on 125.055, lot 55 November.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Warsaw radar, we fly clean to 1, kurde pieczone. Lot 072, clean to 360, heading 179er.
072072, Warsaw radar, identified. Good afternoon.
Warsaw radar, Inspector Kilo Lima, we are climbing to flight level 340.
Warsaw radar, lot 3887, ready for descent. Warsaw radar, lot 3887, radio check. We cannot hear you, sir. Lot 3887.
Air France 569er Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Air France 569.
Warsaw Radar, Sierra Papa Victor India Sierra, request approach vectors to Lublin.
Sierra India Sierra, refer to your charts for approach procedures to Lublin.
Descending 2000 feet. Could you one more time repeat heading? Descending 2000 feet, flying heading 090 for ILS approach runway 25, Sierra Papa Victor India Sierra.
Alpha 569er, climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, aircraft 569.
Enter Air 7039, Krakow info, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, 7039.
039, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, 039.
Papa Whiskey, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240, 3 Papa Whiskey. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet, lot 3 Papa Whiskey.
Warszawa Radar, Finnair 78 Delta, flight level 360 inbound Samba.
Finnair 78 Delta, Warsaw radar identified. Good afternoon. Finnair 78 Delta, Warsaw radar, contact Krakow, info on 119 decimal 275.
119 decimal 275, Finnair 78 Delta.
Lot 2 Kilo Lima, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100, lot 2 Kilo Lima.
072, descend and maintain flight level 100.
072, descend to flight level 100.
Warsaw, radar climb, flight level 360.
Lot 072, climb flight level 360.
Sir, left heading 195, Mike Oscar 738. Descend 4000, Mike Oscar 738.
Air France 569 request descent into Nice.
Mike Oscar 738, please advise the QNH in Mercury inches format.
Mike Oscar 738, QNH 29er decimal 92 inches of mercury. Air France 569er cleared board 7 Romeo into Nice. When you're ready to begin your descend, flight level 300.
Clear to board E7 right into Nice. Descend to flight level 300. Air France 569.
Direct Vogue, the next flight.
Ryanair 26, climb, flight level 310. Air France 569er, descend flight level 170.
Air France 569 descend flight level 170.
France 569er, descend flight level 120.
Air France 569 descend flight level 120. 569 descending to flight level 120.
Mike. This will get you there sooner. Descend altitude 5,000, turn right, heading 020 vectors for the ILS runway 35 right approach. Make a clear direct inlet.
Radar, runway Bravo 26, descend 6,000 feet, proceed direct Mike Echo 616.
Ryanair 26, descend flight level 060. A309, climb flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, ETQ 409, bye bye.
Air France 569er, descend flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110, Air France 569.
Air France 569er, descend altitude 4000, QNH 1022.
Descend altitude 4000, QNH 1022, Air France 569.
569er. Contact NICE approach on 120.16.
Contact NICE approach on 120.16. Air France 569. Air France 569 at flight altitude 152.
Air France 569er Heavy, Nice approach identified. Salut cleared Neri 1 transition. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 4 left approach into Nice.
Expect Yankee 4 left approach into Nice. Air France 569.
Air France 569er, I can sequence you in better this way. Descend flight level 060, turn right heading 240 vectors for the ILS runway 4 left approach.
Descend flight level 060, turn right heading 240 vectors for the ILS 4 left approach.
Speedbird 348 kilo, contact NICE tower on 118.7.
Switching to NICE tower on 118.7, Speedbird 348 kilo, goodbye.
Lufthansa 2270, contact NICE tower on 118.7.
Contact tower, Lufthansa 2270.
Air France 569er, descend altitude 4000.
Descend 4,000 feet. Air France 569.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. begun our final descent into France. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabins to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure to...
Transavia 559er radar contact. Climb via the SID. Keep it at 220 knots until reaching flight level 150.
Climb via the SID and keep speed below 220. Enter flight level 150, Transavia 559er.
Transavia 559er, contact Milan Center on 124.925. Have a good evening.
Milan Center on 124.925. Good day, Transavia 559er.
Can you repeat the frequency again for Swiss Alpha X-ray? 121.905, Swiss Alpha X-ray.
Swiss 1 Papa X-ray, contact Marseille control on 127.05.
127.905, Swiss 1 Papa X-ray.
Air France 65 Delta, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Air France 65 Delta.
Air France 65 Delta, climb flight level 280.
Delta.
Air France 569er, turn left heading 220.
Turn left heading 220, Air France 569. Turn right heading 335, clear for the ILS approach, 4 left, Air France 569.
EVA 2 Mike Juliet, turn left heading 105.
turn left heading 105 EVA to Mike Juliet.
Air France 569er, contact Nice Tower on 118.7 at Charlie Foxtrot 0 Lima Yankee.
Air France 569, contact Nice Tower on 118.7 at Charlie Foxtrot, Oscar Lima Yankee. Air France 569 on the ILS at 4,000 feet.
Air France 569er Heavy, Nice Tower identified. Continue approach runway 4 left.
Continue approach runway 4 left, Nice, at Nice, Air France 569.
Can you take off? I have 737 KLM right in front of me. Holding short, previously for. Can you take off? I have 737 right in front of me.
Speedbird 341, hold position. I will coordinate with ground to resolve the situation.
$2,500.
2000. $1,000.
Three Papa Whiskey, contact departure on 130.83.
Contacting departure, 3 Papa Whiskey, goodbye. $500. $400. 100 above. 300. Minimum. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5.
Air France 569er, contact ground on 121.705.
Air France 569, contact ground down 121.0.
The local time is
decimal 705.
p.m. and it's currently about 16 degrees.
Nice ground, we are requesting IFR clearance from Nice to province Marseille. We received information Lima, Piper Oscar Romeo Foxtrot.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Ground, we are clear to Marseille via Lanka 7. Bravo departure runway is for right initial climb to 4,000 feet, departure on 120.16 squawk 1221. Piper Oscar Romeo Foxtrot.
Piper Oscar Romeo Foxtrot, Lima correct.
Tower 118.7, speedbird 33 Charlie Echo. Can I have the tower frequency again, please? 33 Charlie Echo.
Speedbird 33 Charlie, Echo, contact tower on 118.7.
Alpine 1 Delta Lima, push and start approved, face east.
This ground, Alpine 1 Delta Lima, request taxi. Taxi runway 22 left via Sierra Tango Golf Uniform Hotel 1 cross 22 right Hotel 2 Hotel 3 Alpine 1 Delta Lima.
On 118.7, Bonanza 518.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Also ground, Azure 617, go ahead.
East ground, Gallup 15902.
Good. $400.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 left, November 321 Alpha Charlie.
321 Alpha Charlie, contact departure on 120.16.
Over to departure, November 321 Alpha Charlie.
Privateer 121, contact departure on 120.16.
Over to 120.16, Privateer 121.